My name's Pete Woods, you're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Chris Kelly. I'm a local musician and the co-organiser of the Quirky Show.
Chris, what is the Quirky Show?
So the Quirky Show is a variety performance which is going to be held at the Queen's Hall in Hexham on the 11th of February. And the main message of the show is to raise awareness of mental health issues and also suicide prevention. This came about myself and it was a friend of mine, Jodie, who's a local girl from Humsoff. She died to suicide 2 years ago. So me and her mum, Jane, are organising this show as a celebration of her life, but also to raise awareness of the issue because it is a very commonplace issue, and to make sure people are aware that they're not alone. There are options for things you can do when in these situations.
What sort of girl was Jodie?
Well, the reason why we're calling it the Quirky Show is because that would describe her very well. She's a very bright girl, very talented. She was a dancer, a singer. She did drama, all sorts of performance and creative work. Very loud, and you would always know if she was in the room, which is why we're celebrating her life with a show that features music, dance and theatre.
So she'll be someone who was known to many people in Hexham and the surrounding area, but even if people didn't know her, the issue around looking after one's mental health and suicide prevention are really important issues, particularly at this time when people are under so much pressure, in so many ways.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very commonplace issue, which is why throughout the evening we are also having a number of speakers from various organisations to give advice and help and point people in the right direction if necessary. So, for example, we've got Mike McCarthy, who started the Baton of Hope, which is a charity, again, aimed to raise awareness of mental health issues. He'll be speaking. Also, one of the three walking dads, who are three dads who all lost children to suicide. One of them is going to be talking with us because he's done a lot of charity work in the area, and various other people as well. So it should be both a nice show of entertainment and creativity, but also informative and hopefully helpful.
And it's important, isn't it, if you think that someone might be struggling who who's near you, perhaps just to ask them, are you okay?
Absolutely. And a thing that a lot of people say is to ask twice, because often what we're like, especially in this country, is you'll say you're fine when really you're not. So ask the second time, and then, hopefully we will be okay.
And I know Jodie's mum has been a real campaigner for suicide prevention over the last 2 years, and together with Baton of Hope, there'll be other things happening locally in the northeast through the work of Jodie's mum.
Yeah, absolutely. Jane's brilliant at this stuff and has done a lot of amazing work. And she's leading the Newcastle or northeast region of the Baton of Hope. And there will be another event of awareness, but also to raise money and to celebrate the good that can come out of helping people as well. And there will be an event later in the summer in Newcastle around that from Jane, Jodie's mum.
And why have performers come forward to take part in this event? Why do you think the performers think it's important?
I think there's a combination of Jodie herself was such a strong character, made a big impact on a lot of people, and so that is obviously a draw to the people who know her, like myself, and the dancers are all young dancers from the area who are taught by Jodie's old dance teacher, and all sorts of things like that. And also with the other musicians and the theatre group, maybe people who didn't necessarily know her, everyone has a story that they can share, whether it's from themselves or someone they know who has struggled with mental health issues. So I think it really does hit home for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people do care about making a difference to it, for it.
So remind me, Chris, when is the show and how can people get tickets?
So it's on Saturday, the 11th of February. It's at the Queen's Hall in Hexham, and tickets are available now from the Queen's Hall, either at their box office or on the website.
Chris Kelly, thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV.
Thank you very much. Cheers.